Hi, my name is Don Carlson, and I work as an IT educator in Umeå municipality in northern Sweden. I work with about 30 schools from primary to upper secondary school. I'm now going to show you how you, as a teacher, can create custom AI powered games with Gemini Canvas. The purpose is to investigate how teachers now easily can make tailor game student assignments using Google Gemini Canvas in any subject and at any grade level. The tools I and the teachers are expected to use are Gemini Canvas to create learning apps and Google Sites as a tool to distribute these learning apps. But what is Gemini Canvas? Well, according to the Google ads, it's a fantastic, powerful tool where you can create almost anything from just your imagination. Just prompt anything, and Gemini Canvas produce code, and you don't have to know any programming. You can even just upload a sketch, and Gemini will figure out what kind of game you want to have. Okay, so let's have a look how this can look like when you're a teacher and you want your students to practice more on, let's say, their math skills. Okay, let's jump into Gemini and start prompting for a math game where my students can practice their basic skills in subtraction. Just type in what you want the game is supposed to do and don't forget to click the canvas button. Then wait for the magic to happen. Okay, so now Google Gemini has produced a lot of code. I don't understand much about this. Just click the preview button and whoa, here is a game created by me where I should try to, well, let's see if I know my subtraction. 7. Correct. Perfect. Next problem. Oh, that's a tough one. Let's maybe it's 16. Check answer. Not quite. Try again. Okay. And you see you can also change settings. I didn't ask for that. Gemini thought it could be a good idea. Oh, that was easy, I thought. So I made up a web page, sent it out to a couple of teachers with instructions how they can use this Canvas feature and how they can prompt, trying to give them an idea of what they can do, different subjects, different ages, and so on. And just told the teachers to try this out with your students. And they did. So games were where students practiced math, geography, physics, and music were constructed. But a fun observation here was that when teachers constructed the game himself, the students wouldn't believe that the teacher had constructed that game and just assume that it was a trick from the teacher to make them study harder, and nothing special happened with the students' learning. But when the teacher constructed these learning games together with their students, wow, now something good happened. Students know a lot about digital games, and teachers know a lot about students, what students need to practice. A match from heaven, I would say. Okay, and the teachers and the students were doing these games inside Google Gemini Canvas on the teacher's computer, projected for all students on the big screen in the classroom. But it didn't take long before the students wanted to play their own learning games on their own Chromebooks. So I made another web page for my teachers explaining how to create a web page with Google Sites and how to embed the code from Gemini so the students could play on their own Chromebooks. This, yeah, a couple of teachers would say no problems, while another teacher said this is kind of not very easy to do. Okay, so can teachers in Umeå municipality build their own digital learning games to support students in their learning? I would say yes. Google Gemini is incredibly good at coding computer games based on your prompting. And Gemini can assist both coding and the ideas about what students and teachers might want for games based on the age and subjects. And when teachers and students work together, the experience becomes significantly stronger for the students. So I would say try this out and it might be a success. Thank you for me.